Have you ever wondered how many high school students are having sex? Something like everybody's doing at school. Here's the actual numbers in the United States of America. This is 2002. Newsweek magazine came out with a cover story. The new virginity, why more teens are choosing not to have sex. After that came out, People magazine, it's 2005. Young teens and sex. What's really going on? They show that there's more sex than ever on TV, but in reality, something big is changing. And the latest figures to come out are from this past summer, June 6, 2008, high school sexual activity in America. The 34% of American high school students are currently sexually active, 1/3. 45% have ever had sex, meaning most high school students are virgins. And this came out, 15 years of research. High school boys' sexual activity is now going down twice as fast as the girls. And you hear that, and it's like, what? Most high school students are virgins? Dude, not on my campus. That's impossible. I'm the only virgin in my zip code. That's not going to happen there. You know, one high school student, he came up, he's like, hey, can we talk? I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He's like, can we talk over there? I'm like, yeah, sure. And we went over here. And he's like, can we go all the way in the corner? And I'm like, all right. We're in this dark little corner. I'm like, dude, what's going on? And he's like, Jason, I'm a virgin. And I was like, I thought you were going to tell me you had leprosy. I mean, this is a good thing. And more people are choosing it. In fact, 2 out of 3 high school students who have had sex privately say they wish they waited longer. There's a change going on, and it's happened with girls. This came out a while ago, Vogue magazine. It's always fun for me to purchase Vogue in public, so I bought it at the airport. And on the cover, it said, naughty versus nice, why showing skin is no longer in. It's this big fashion article showing how like the whole belly button look, spaghetti strap, tight top thing, it's going out of style. It's like the girl, it's like she gives away her mystery. The guy gets bored with her faster, and she doesn't find that love she's looking for. I know you girls want love, but from a guy's perspective, I think the biggest way girls ruin their chance of getting love is when the girl thinks that dressing modestly is a joke. And I'll admit, as a guy, I don't know the pressure you girls are under. I can't understand it. All the way you're pressured to eat and dress, act a certain way. The pressure, I mean, even from the time you're in diapers. My wife was at a toy store the other day, she saw a Barbie doll. And she's like, oh, I have to buy that for Jason. So she bought it for me. Shut up, it's for work. Now, before I show this to you, now to be fair, technically there's no such thing as a prostitute Barbie. But if there were, I have a good outfit to give her. You look at this. They've given her fishnet stockings. She's got a little short skirt that kind of looks like a wide belt. And then she's got a belly button sticking out. The top is, I don't know what the girls call it, it's like a napkin top or something. But it gets better. If you look closely, the toy company has decided to give her 15 sex bracelets. Different colors representing different sexual acts she's willing to give to you. Now, this is only for girls ages 4 and up, because obviously it's irresponsible to give that to a 2-year-old. They could choke on the sex bracelets, and that's just wrong. And girls are told from the time you're in diapers, you know, behold womanhood. You know, you too can be a woman. You know, just eat 3 croutons a day, all right? You know, for dessert, you can have an ice cube. That's fair, but don't splurge, goes to your hips. And just dress like that, then you're gonna find love. And you know, I'll put Barbie away for now, but she's all right, she's still smiling. But it's like, you're under this pressure. Like, what is every beer commercial? What is every billboard? What's every magazine cover tell you girls about your body? Basically tells a girl, like, you know, dude, you're too fat. You know, you're too skinny. You know, you're too fat and too skinny. You're a real piece of work. It's like, constantly, the girl's told your body's disgusting. Hate your body, hate yourself. And a girl's desire just to look pretty, to find love, she looks at 17 magazine and thinks that's a cute outfit. Maybe if I dress like that, I'll meet a nice guy and we'll find love. Sounds like it makes sense, but what happens is if a girl dresses like that, you girls, you honestly have no idea how different guys are than you when it comes to sexuality. The part of a man's brain dedicated to the sexual drive is literally 2.5 times larger than the woman's. A teenage boy has 20 times as much testosterone as a teenage girl. And so we tend to be very visual when it comes to sex. Perfect example. I remember the last time I was here in Chicago, Mary Louise and I ate at an Italian restaurant. Normal restaurant. I walk into the men's bathroom. As soon as I walk in, there's this massive photograph, big black and white photo of 5 women's sexy legs. And the first thing I thought of is, why is Mary Louise taking me here? No, the first thing I was thinking is, you know, I wonder if I go across the hall of the women's room and I kind of peek into the ladies' bathroom, is there going to be like a massive photo of 5 men's legs in the women's bathroom? No, probably not. In fact, I think just for fun, you should do a little experiment. Get some of the guys at your high school together, get a big photo of your hairy legs, and then stick it in the girls' locker room. You know, what would happen when girls walked in there? They'd be like, bah! Or they'd like vomit or something. They're like, why? You know, come on, aren't you guys cute? They are, but it's different. And when a girl doesn't understand this difference, she dresses in these little outfits thinking she's cute. Dude, he's not looking at the girl's outfit. If it's his sexual desires that brings the guy to the girl, what do you think he wants to get to know about her? Her intelligence, personality? You want to get to know the body. And if she gives you access to her body, thinking, well, this will make him like me more, usually what happens is a guy gets bored because he loses respect. And when he moves on, she's left there thinking, well, maybe if I was skinnier, he would like me more. Maybe if I just did more with him sexually, he would have stayed longer. Guys get used too. The pressure goes both ways. And with modesty, I'm not saying to you girls, I want you to look as ugly as possible. You know, I don't want you to show up at your homecoming dance in a couple weeks dressed up in some big, like, moo-moo. You know, your boyfriend sees you and is like, oh, modesty. And wow. You look really hot there in your little potato sack. Stay home. You know, modesty doesn't mean you look dumpy. Modesty, it means a girl takes the beauty of womanhood and she uses it to teach guys about her dignity. She's not hiding her body, she's revealing her dignity to them. And I'll grant you, I never knew how to treat a girl until I dated one in college who dressed modestly. It's captivating. Because you could take her seriously as a woman, because she wasn't trying to make boys stare at her body parts so she'd feel secure, and she had a good figure. She could have dressed like, boys, check me out. But like the way she dressed, it was like she's saying, boys, frankly, I'm worth waiting to see. And under that humility was something radiant. You couldn't get bored with this girl. She had so much respect for herself, it was so easy to respect her back. And I'll grant the girls in here, you got a God-given power to turn the guy's head. But you've also got the ability to change the guy's heart. Like all the belly button shirts out there, I beg you, for the sake of guys who try and be gentlemen, not to wear the belly button shirts. Because like girls' belly buttons are entirely different than guys' belly buttons, all right? Guys' belly buttons, they're not that exciting. I mean, that's why male belly button shirts never really took off in fashion. You know, could you imagine show up to school tomorrow, all guys walking around with bellies sticking out, you know, you're like, hey, Phil, you got some lint coming out. Oh, thanks, man. You know, not captivating. But now, girls' belly, it's different. Because a girl's belly, for one, it's the womb. It's a tabernacle for life. And you don't veil something because it's dirty. Like I was in a friend's wedding, as a bride came down the aisle, she had a huge veil on. It's like still in the parking lot, she's the front. And Tim goes to lift her veil. And she's not veiled because she's dirty. It's an invitation of reverence. Same thing with the girl's body. That veil of modesty invites the boys to think there's got to be a lot more about you than just your body. But like, I promise you girls, I write this in my own blood. No girl on earth will ever convince a guy of her dignity until she first convinces herself. And here's the proof. We're at a high school, Louisiana. Picture this, a gym filled with 1,400 high school girls, not a single teenage guy. I said, ladies, I want you to be totally honest with me. How many girls really think that to meet a guy today who's got self-control, he's a gentleman, he's pure in the way he talks about you, treats you, how many think finding that quality in a guy makes him undeniably more attractive? 1,400 girls put their hands up. But then I went next door to the all-guys school, 1,200 boys. Told the fellas what the girls said. One guy put his hand up. He goes, Jason, I don't believe you. I go, no, I'm serious. I promise. All the girls had their hand up. He goes, well, I believe you. He goes, what I'm trying to say is, well, we don't believe them. I go, why not? And he's like, dude, you're telling me they want us to be all innocent and pure, and then they're going to dress like that for our dances, and they're going to dance like that for our dances? You're telling me they want to treat them like little princess, and they're going to act like a bunch of Paris Hiltons? He goes, we don't take them seriously. They don't take themselves seriously. And one of the girls was like, well, what about the bumping and grinding and the booty dancing and the freaking? I was like, well, I go, let me answer you this way. I like to watch nature shows, all right? And I was watching a nature show, and the guy was like, this is the North American grizzly bear. And I'm like, all right. And this bear's walking along, and he's like, this bear has an itchy butt. I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. And the bear came up with this tree, and he's like, sorry for scarring you, Bishop. But if this is how the girls dance with the guy, Why do you think he can't see her dignity? And I will grant the ladies, it's probably hard when you go to the mall to find modest outfits in the stores. But I can't buy it, you're helpless. I read about a couple high school girls in Arizona. They went shopping for their prom dresses. They shopped for 8 hours. They got sick of it. They went home mad and they wrote a letter to the department store. We high school girls are sick of the dresses you keep offering us for prom. With the low cut, the slit up to my armpit. And I'm like, why can't you just carry dresses that treat us with class, modesty, mystery? I don't know, try some femininity. Signed it, had the friends sign it. In fact, they had 1,500 friends sign this petition. They gave it to the department store. They had a big meeting about it. Called the girls back at home, said this is the head of the department store. We had a meeting regarding our letter. We came to the decision. We'd like to hire you two girls as the fashion consultants for teenage design for the state of Arizona. Now these two girls run the show. It's proof that girls can change the way the world looks at womanhood.